Hey gang, today we're going to be taking care of the biggest muscle group in our body, the glutes. Let's do this. Foam rolling brings more attention and awareness to the muscles in your body. It helps increase mobility, stability, as well as prevent injury and delayed onset muscle soreness. It can be used for a muscle activation, cool down, and pain mitigation with varying times and amounts of pressure to achieve the best results. Like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you know exactly when new content is coming your way. Having tight glutes can actually be the cause of low back pain. The reason is because tight glutes cause a posterior pelvic tilt, which can cause your low back pain. So when we roll and stretch and relax these muscles, it allows our pelvis to realign itself and support the natural curvature of our spine, therefore eliminating that low back pain. Before we actually get to the rolling, we need to test exactly where we want to roll, and then we need to decide why we're rolling, whether it be for an activation, a cool down, or pain mitigation. So I have two positions that we can take to kind of test where we're tightening the glutes, on the side, on the top, on the middle, of the bottom. We don't know yet, so we're gonna test it out. We're gonna go into a pigeon stretch. So you're gonna bring your knee between your wrists and you're gonna try and get as low as you can into that stretch. And by low, I mean bringing your hips forward and down without falling to the side. For me personally, I feel a little bit of tightness on the side of my glute, okay, or my glute med, and so that's where I'm gonna be focusing. If you find that this position is just not convenient for you, that's fine. I have another way to stretch your glutes. So you're gonna get into a half kneeling position. You're gonna put your hands on the ground and you're gonna let your knee fall out to the side. And as your knee falls, you're gonna feel the stretch in your glute and you're gonna find out exactly where you need to roll. So for a muscle activation, we wanna focus on rolling quickly to upregulate that nervous system for biking, running, training, whatever it happens to be. Okay, so I've chosen my glute med as the area that I need to roll. So I'm gonna just focus on the side here, not just because I wanna look at you guys, but because I wanna make sure that I'm rolling on the side of my glute, right? Finding a convenient position, whether it's the middle or the side. Maybe I'm more low or higher up on the glute. Like I said, it's the biggest muscle group, so you're gonna have a lot of glute to cover here. Okay, so I'm rolling, and I'm rolling quickly, right? 30 seconds on, 30 seconds above, and 30 seconds below. And like we always say, we want to make sure we're going fast because we're upregulating that nervous system. Now, if you find that doing this with your legs straight is not really doing it for you, maybe you need a little bit more pressure on that muscle, stretch it out a little bit by bringing that foot on top of the opposite knee. Now you're gonna find that because the muscle's stretched out, this is kind of like simulating the pigeon stretch that we were in. Oh yes, now you're gonna feel the intensity has been risen, you're gonna feel a little bit more uncomfortable, and discomfort is good, pain is not. So if this causes pain, then I want you to come out of that and go back to the straight leg, but perhaps just go down to your elbow so it gives you a little bit more pressure. So the cool down is the part when we want to down regulate that nervous system, get ready to get back in the car or sit down at our office again for an extended period of time. So we want to roll nice and slowly and really dig into those muscles to really relieve any of the stress that the muscle is carrying after your workout, whatever it happened to be. So I'm going to get that glute on, and like I said, the muscles are warm already, so you may need to go straight to this figure 4 position here, and you might even need to go down to your elbow from here. So this has a lot of weight on it, a lot of pressure, and I find when I'm cooling down, I might even apply an 8 out of 10 instead of a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 is the optimal pressure to put on, but sometimes when I'm cooling down, I like to really dig in because I have the opportunity, because my muscle is so warm, and therefore I feel a little bit less discomfort when I'm pressing on it. So I want to make sure at least 7 out of 10 in this cool down, nice and slow, 90 seconds total, 30 on, 30 above, 30 below, and I want to really make sure that I'm putting lots of pressure to really grind out any stress that that muscle may be carrying. Now, when we're talking about pain mitigation, we want to make sure that we're focusing on a light touch. You can even just massage with your hand when we're talking about pain mitigation. We want pressure 1 to 3 out of 10 Okay, if you have a PVC pipe or a lacrosse ball or something that you want to roll, or even the foam roller, going up and down in the same orientation that we normally would, so the same timing, so 30 seconds on the area, 30 seconds above, and 30 seconds below, just to make sure that we're pushing the fluid through that muscle. But we want to make sure, again, as little pressure as possible, or as little pressure as you can take. Okay, because if you're already in pain, then we just want to get the fluid moving through the muscle. We don't want to cause even more pain while you're recovering. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. If not, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all of our social media platforms to help us spread the word to everyone. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.